Hi everyone, Tracy from Flotsam and Jetsam Studio here. I've got another video in my great unboxing series to share with you today. That's where I am unpacking craft supplies and bits and pieces that I have stashed away as I've been op shopping over the last couple of years, because most of my stuff has been in storage for the last 3 years. So I'm gradually unpacking everything. And this is today's box. Now, as always, I've had a sneak peek so that I do know that I can use the hashtags OpShopCrafter and hashtag Thrifty Thursday, because they are thrifted items and predominantly items that I've purchased for junk journaling. So let's get into it. Today's box is a wine box, so it's not very big. Take note of the name too, because it was a really nice drop, so I do recommend that. Okay, let's get started. I'll just move this out of the way. So first out of the box is a handful of doilies. So this is a nice one of the rectangular shaped ones for a tray or a placemat. Lovely embroidered design in orange. Another orange one. One with the raised flowers, and a very nice, rather gaudy green crochet doily. That's lovely, isn't it? Okay, next out of the box are some patterns. Oh, actually there's quite a few in there. Let's see what I've got. Okay, that's a cute one. This little girl here, that could have been me in the 70s. I used to wear my hair like that. Very much like me when I was a kid. Kids' jammies. Tennis dresses. They belong to the same lady. You can see her name on the pack. Girls' dresses. Actually, I remember my cousin having a dress very similar to that. That reminds me very much of one of our family photos. Isn't it funny how things like that remind you of things that were a long time ago? More kids' clothes. Some ladies' maxi dresses. And more ladies' clothes. So there's some good ones. These ones are not op shop finds. I actually found these at Aldi. That's the Aldi brand, but they were really cheap, and I didn't have any acrylic stamp blocks, so I thought that's a good find. An empty jar. It's a pretty old one. Rawleys. Oh, actually I remember looking this up at the time I found it. I think, oh gosh, what was it? I think it might have been mustard or something like that. Anyway, we have some tartan ribbon. Seems to be a fair bit left on the roll, which is nice. A bag of ribbons and trims. Nice embroidered one, or woven I should say. It's not really embroidered. Most of these are just little scrappy bits, but this looks like a nice piece of velvet ribbon, crushed velvet ribbon. That's lovely. It's a nice colour. almost like a pale mushroom colour. A little bag of buttons. Let's see what's in there. Good selection. There's some clear ones, some shank buttons, good colours. Little green square button. Let me just check these ones. Are they plastic or glass? No, they just feel like plastic. Oh, I do remember getting this. This was a really good selection of ribbons. They're just little pieces. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're just really quite small pieces, obviously offcuts from somebody's project somewhere along the line. So there's some pieces of tartan, bit of gold. That looks like it was originally a bow. More tartan, some embroidered ribbon, more embroidered, different colors, various colors in the gimp trim. And I was very excited. I remember being really excited when I saw these little pieces of ribbon that have been pleated and sewn together at the top, and a piece of embroidered ribbon stitched along the top. They're so cute, almost like little kilts. That looks like it might be all of those. So I thought that was a really cool find. Bit different. Some raffia type fringe. Oh, there's a smaller piece of that as well. Looks like somebody might have been making tassels or something like that. So yeah, so that was a cool find. I like finding little bags of random bits and pieces. A little bag, speaking of random bits and pieces, this bag has small flowers. Somebody's made them out of lace. They're pretty cool. Well, a couple of buckles, both the same, both white plastic. But an interesting design. I have seen quite a few of this design buckle around, so they must have been fairly popular back in the day. A couple of appliques. Let me just see if I can get these. Oh, I might just leave them in the bags. Hope that's not too glary. But they're a nice vintage look to those appliques. A bag of paper beads. Looks like somebody has actually made these. They look handmade. But they'll be cool on journal dangles or something. Oh, some more tartan ribbon. A couple of pieces there. Bit of a theme in this box. Lots of tartan happening. This is a little clasp. So it just hooks over like that. That's That's a nice design. I think that would look nice on a journal as a closure. And a piece of bronzy coloured filigree metal as well. This is a bag of mostly buckles. This is probably the pick of the lot. Lovely. This looks to me to be genuine vintage paste jewellery. So I thought that was really nice. The rest of them are useful, but probably not anything to write home about. Just standard that's come off a bag or something. A fairly large buckle, a couple of buttons, and a keyring hook. So a bit of hardware there. Oh, here's a few more little buckles. These ones are much smaller than those ones. So silver, gold, and sort of a bronzy colour. They'll be useful. I do seem to be getting a lot of buckles though. Some beads. I like these ones. These remind me of little volcanic, like pumice stone. Little moon rocks, and these ones are just flat, kind of round beads, but they're nice and shiny. Okay, now, where's my bag gone? Should I put them in this one? It's a bit easier. There's a timber spool of thread. It's got Chinese writing on the label, so it's not one of the usual ones that you find. Oh, here's a big bag of trims. I do actually have a vague recollection of buying this. There were quite a lot of synthetic ribbons in this, and they're not really my preference especially when I'm junk journaling. But there were a few nice ones in here. That's a pretty one, that aqua colour. There's some tassel trim. That's very chunky. I think that's probably a bit chunkier than I would use for my junk journals. Some of that one with the ribbon in the middle. This one's lovely. This one feels a bit more vintage to me. I can never really tell if they are truly vintage, but this one has that feel about it. Little bit of cotton trim. Oh, this one's lovely. What's that? Oh, that's just a piece at the end. This one's nice as well. And some very gaudy green fringe trim. That would be, I suppose that's Christmas green, isn't it? Okay, I could save that for a Christmas journal. And that looks like it for that bunch. So a lot of lace in there, but mostly the synthetic ones. This is probably one of my favourite things that's come out of this box. I remember being so excited when I found this in the shop. I can't actually remember which op shop it was now, but I do remember how excited I was. This is like a paper tape. It's not self-adhesive. You'd have to glue it down, but it's embossed. And I remember having this or using it as a kid. There's a silver one, that, and two gold ones in different designs. So I was so excited when I saw this. I think this is going to be great for junk journaling. Does anybody else remember having this stuff as a kid? So probably in the 70s or 80s that would have been. It's great. Can't wait to use that. And this box is just about done, actually. There's a few books. 200 Australian plants for gardens with drawings in it. And there's some nice drawings. I've actually used a little bit of this book already. Because I had it out for a little while after I bought it. Of course, it wouldn't be one of my hauls without a few knitting and crochet pattern books. Kids in Crochet Land. There's a baby one. Ladies' tops. Some handsome gents. Playing pool. Pineapple crochet designs. Oops, that one's coming apart. Crochet monthly. Another crochet monthly. Oh, those dolls were amazing, weren't they? I think every little girl in the 70s had one of these dolls on her bed. Probably into the 80s as well, actually. What year is this? Doesn't have it. No. Not sure what year that was. Yesterday's flowers. Oh, this is an applique book. Lovely vintage Victorian sort of style cut out pieces, or pieces to cut out, I should say. Gorgeous. Oh, this is just a kids writing book that I found in the op shop. I like this sort of paper. And oh, one more thing in the box. This was a really cool find, actually. I was really keen on this one. It's a Jasco, so it's a good brand, and it's a set of compasses. So that's excellent, because I went to quite a few years ago now, I went to a drawing class where we learned how to draw mandalas, and she showed us how to set up the basic geometry of them with a compass. So my compass is just a little El Cheapo one, but this sort of style is really good. So that's a cool find too. Okay, and that is the end of that box. So I will pack all of this up, find homes for all of these bits and pieces, and hopefully get another box unpacked today. I'll see you again soon. Bye.